You and your business against the world. How do you survive? Most especially during crisis, how can you save your business while saving your people? The key answer? A partner in growth. You prioritize what to protect, when to change, and how to grow. Every business needs a friend that they can rely on in facing challenges in order to achieve success. And that starts with our values. Here at Human Nature, we are pro-Philippines, pro-poor, and pro-environment. This is the heart of all we do, supporting a sustainable future that begins now. Hello, my name is Anna Meloto-Wilk. I am the co-founder of Human Nature, a Filipino social enterprise and a brand of beauty, personal, and home care products. Samahan niyo ako ngayong araw at pag-uusapan natin kung paano ba natin tatapatin ang lahat ng mga business challenges na dumadaan sa ating mga negosyante. And at the same time, we're going to talk about how we're making human nature future ready. Okay, first things first, cash flow management. Ito ang isa sa pinakamahalagang mga kailangan ma-master ng mga negosyante kahit saan sa mundo because your cash flow is so important. It gives you a clear picture of your company's health. So what are the things that we need to remember? Some very basic things. Unang-una is proper documentation. As business owners, business leaders, mga nagsisimulang negosyante, napaka-importante na alam natin lahat ng mga pumapasok at lumalabas sa ating negosyo. And what are these? These are our expenses versus our income, diba? So dapat alam natin kung saan napupunta yung capital natin during the startup phase. And we really need to know, sa renta ba yan? Is it going to our raw materials? Pumupunta ba yan sa salary natin? Hindi to negosyo kung walang pumapasok. And at the same time, we also know every little bit of sales na nakukuha natin. Walang maliit, walang malaking sales kasi lahat yan napakahalaga to ensure that we have a very healthy business. Second point is that we need to be very, very prudent in our expenses, lalo na for those who are still in their startup phase. Hindi dahil meron tayong mga investors or meron tayong kapital na susunugin na natin yan sa kahit anong maisip natin, lalo na pag meron tayong mga bagong ideya na gusto nating i-pursue in our business. Lalo na pag hindi naman tayo sigurado na yung mga ideya natin ay may balik. Kung kaya naman na hindi tayo magre-renta ng masyadong mataas or mahal, alam natin may mga ibang negosyante gusto agad nila doon na sa Makati or sa BGC ang office, pero kung pwede namang magsimula sa bahay, bakit hindi? Kasi napakalaki talaga ng expense ng rent at also pag-take on ng mga empleyado. And these are recurring expenses that are hard to get out of. In our own experience in Human Nature, nagsimula kami sa bahay lang. Lahat ng mga business operations namin, from order taking, order fulfillment, pati pag-order ng mga raw materials to make our products, we're all done in the comforts of our home. I think yung computer namin, pati yung server namin, nandun lang sa dining table namin. Tapos yung mga stocks namin, nandun lang sa mga shelves ng dati, mga laruan ng mga anak ko, ginawa namin shelves ng mga shampoo, sabon at conditioner. But it made sense kasi wala pang pumapasok na pera nung panahong yun. And it was only after we built a few more sales that we actually moved into just a very small 80 square meter office, kalahati warehouse, because it was very efficient and it was also very cheap. And it was only after a couple more months when sales were already really becoming more robust na nag-decide kami to move into our current office now. So we are in our flagship store here in Commonwealth Avenue. Still not the most expensive or the most siguro fancy office that you can find in Metro Manila because we knew that our sales wouldn't justify it. But I think that's part of being a responsible business owner, that we invest on the important things. For example, in our case, it's really our people investing in high quality raw materials, investing in green packaging, instead of, really spending our money on things na hindi naman bumabalik. And again, it's really yung steady na pagpipace ng paglabas ng pera sa pagpasok ng pera. Kasi hindi natin alam kung kailan darating ang susunod na krisis at kailangan may disiplina na tayo. That in essence is really what cash flow management is about. And the third, and I would say the most important lesson on cash flow management that I learned in our business is really for every business to know what they value and to plan your finances around protecting the things that you value. In our case, the most important thing is really our business to survive through any crisis so that we can continue to sustain our employees. So, taking that insight to heart, we really tried to plan for a very long, difficult period when we knew that lockdowns were going to affect our sales. But at the same time, really keeping in mind that our top values were being able to sustain the livelihoods of our employees and ensuring that human nature will be able to survive all of the business downturns that it was experiencing during that time. So we had to come up with all of these strategies to conserve our cash kasi ayaw namin mag-layoff ng mga tao eh. Especially during the time na talagang they needed the income, they needed this job. We would go back to our value. Walang iwanan na we started this business to be able to provide dignified work for people. Ngayon pa ba na panahon ng crisis, dun pa tayo mag-iiwan ng tao. So we realized na we had to reduce our work days. So instead of laying off 20%, we reduced our work by 20%. All the way from top management down to the rank and file. Everyone made a collective sacrifice. In fact, yung mga leaders, mas malaki pa yung bawas dun sa sweldo nila para mabigay natin yun dun sa mga nangangailangan talaga. So I think that was one of the biggest things that helped us tide through this very challenging time. And here we are now. We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm so happy to say that naitawid natin lahat because of that collective sacrifice. One of the things that really helped us during the crisis was having our BizLink access. Actually, even before the pandemic, it's always been so convenient for us to disburse our salaries to our employees because we had, digital access to all of our finances. So we could pay our employees even from anywhere, in the comforts of our home or when we were on location, on field. It was so convenient to really be able to see what are the things that we needed to pay and do it with just a mini key and the internet connection and access through the BPI website. And apart from the salaries, which was so important that we get to our employees during the time that they needed it the most, it also made our other operations so much easier because all of our government contributions like SSS and BIR, all of the payments that we had to make, we could conveniently do through the BPI program, through our access. And it just made so many things a lot easier. So it freed up a lot of my mind into thinking of finding opportunities, building sales, knowing that this part of our business, the day-to-day operations, was already being taken care of. I'm Anna Meloto-Wilk, and this has been my BizKit. What's yours?